Namaskar. Welcome back to the example number 7 for the event Marriage Prospects. In this example, we discussed a male chart. We had a detailed discussion in the previous video with the help of the EPS tables. We studied the destiny prospects on the marriage and also timing of event. That is timing of marriage we studied. Now, the same example with the help of the PILT table, we are going to study in this chart. In the PILT table, how the key planets were useful in finding the destiny and also in finding the Dasa Bhuktī Antara period for the timing of event. Now let us examine this chart with the help of the PILT tables. Example number 7, timing of marriage. We are going to study with the PILT table in this video. This is the birth chart of that male native. Now we are going to study through the PILT table. So in this video, we'll be able to identify the role of the key planets of the Dasa Lord in the Bhuktī Lord and their impact through the support planets. All these things we'll be able to see. So now let me select the use EPS colors and KP check all. And as I usually say that you please keep open the self-significators with the selected key planet shades so that will be easier to find the signification of each planet. When normally you can see here Ketu, Venus, Mars, Rahu, Jupiter. 5 planets are with the pink shade. It means all are having mixed significator. Out of them, which is better? With what significations they are having, but what means they are having mixed one? That we can find only with the knowing the self significations, not just with the color. So, that way, by keeping open the self signification table along with the PILT table, will be more useful in verifying each planet's strength by way of supports. Also, that is always recommended. So now let us check the destiny. There is no light green, there is no light brown or light red. There is no unfavorable strong planets, only pink shade. That is all mixed key planets are present. So favorable Sun is present, Saturn is present, Mercury is present. Sun is very good and primary cuspal sublord planet, and Saturn also very good. And only the representing Ketu is indicating some obstacles, but Mercury also very good. Now let us check the destiny. Destiny planet is 7th cuspal lord. 7th cuspal lord is Mars and 7th cuspal sublord is Sun. So let us examine both the planets. So how far that unfavorable are present, and destiny also we can check. 7th cuspal lord is 7th cuspal lord is 7th cuspal lord is Mars. Yes, Mars is 7th cuspal lord and Sun is 7th cuspal sublord. Mars in the star of Sun, 12 level Moon, Saturn, and Sun all are having favorable key planet and also forming ruler link. So all are good, right? Saturn is not forming ruler link, but Sun is forming ruler link to the star lord of the star lord, and Sun is also there at the star lord of the sublord, forming ruler link to this, and source planet also getting the support of the Sun. Only, any unfavorable, Mars is mixed one, 7th lord, 12, 12, 10. So in the source, it is indicating some obstacles, but star level, sublevel are strongly favorable. So, destiny, 7th lord is good. Important destiny planet, 7th cuspal sublord is Sun. Sun in the star of Moon. Moon is blue color planet. It is favorable. Actually, we can also would have given light green also, because 3, 1, 1, 1. Since it is having that no favorable, no primary favorable house grouping and all, and also it is having Rahu 2, 6, 2, 6 cuspal sublord. Because of that unfavorable houses there in the second planet, so it is given blue. I think you're able to understand. So, but on its own, Moon is favorable only. And the star lord of the star lord is Mars, 7th lord, 12th occupant, 12th lord, 12th lord or 12th occupant, and it is having mixed significations. But star level planet, Moon is getting the ruler link from the Sun, and it is having other mixed significator in their rulers. Sublord is Mercury, a strong favorable key planet. That is there in own sign and also having that Saturn in its support. Saturn is the our important other key planets that is there in the supports of the Mercury. So planet, seven sublord in the star of a planet which is supportive and supported by the sun itself, and sublord is very good and further supported by the Saturn, and star lord of the sublord is Rahu. Rahu is actually this a mixed significator 3 2 6 2 6. It has got weakness, but on its own it is not strongly unfavorable, but it will have some impact. Some weakness are there at the last level and forming rural link to all the levels. These significations are good for the professional prospects, but when 7 is connected to the 2 6, then it will give trouble. But fortunately, Rahu is not playing role as the sublord or star lord, so that way it is supportive. So Sun, seventh cuspal sublord, is supportive for marriage despite some weakness. That's all, but otherwise it is favorable, and also it is not indicating any separation or divorce and all, right? So now, which are the favorable key planets of the Dasa Lord? Sorry, destiny planet. Destiny planet's favorable key planet. Destiny planet is supported by, destiny planet itself is strongly favorable. It is supported by moon. Moon is also representing Rahu has got some weakness, but still that moon also can be taken, but not on the primary. Sun is a strong favorable key planet, and Mercury is a strong favorable key planet, but Mercury is a free planet, so its role is limited. And the next planet is going to be our Saturn, which is there in the support, but Saturn is the important key planets that also we can take it. So the strong favorable key planet of the destiny is Sun, Mercury, Saturn, right? And others are moon, supportive key planets. Now we have to check the Dasala. The native got married during the Jupiter Dasa. Dasa Lord should have the favorable key planets of the destiny, and it should be free from the strong unfavorable key planet. Fortunately, Dasa Lord is not having any unfavorable key planets and their rulers directly. But I mean, as a whole, that chart is not having strong unfavorable key planets, but only Rahu, we can take it because of the 2626. It is having weakness. Unfortunately, sorry, fortunately, that Rahu is not playing role for the destiny planet as the star lord or sublord, and moreover that Rahu is the star lord for the Mercury. Mercury is not a significator of 7, so that way the 2 6 is going to support to the second house for the professional prospects, but for the event of marital prospect, it is not indicating any unfavorable strongly. It indicating weakness, but not anything unfavorable or detrimental. So now look at the Jupiter. Jupiter is the star of Sun, strong, favorable key planet of the destiny planet. Sun is playing, and Sun in the star of Moon, other favorable key planet to a level. Sublord is Mercury itself has come. So all the favorable key planets, Sun and Mercury, are playing at the star level and sub level strongly. That way it is good. That way it is more favorable, that star lord and sub lord. But only then the thing, I mean, in Jupiter, Dasa itself is very strong. If the Dasa Lord itself is very strong, in its own Bukti can favor for the marriage. But if the Dasa Lord has got some weakness, then definitely that good key planets, Bukti Lord, which comparatively better than these Dasa Lord, will be favorable for the marriage. It should be free from the strong unfavorable. What are the unfavorable key planets are there in Jupiter? Jupiter, look at the Jupiter Dasa Lord itself. Dasa Lord Jupiter, 8th Lord, 11th Lord occupying 5th house, 8 and 12 cuspal sublord. 8th Lord and 8 and 12 cuspal sublord in the source. That Jupiter is there, and the 2A level and 3rd level as the ruler. Forming ruler link as a supports. So that way, though Sun and Mercury are playing role, but they are getting the influence of the Jupiter through the support. So it has got some weakness, and Rahu also playing role, that is also giving some influence. Presence of Rahu, presence of Jupiter, mixed significator, forming ruler link, making that Jupiter is indicating some weakness. So in own book, it will not be favorable for the marriage. I think you are able to understand. The Lord is good, but it is not very strong. It has got some weakness to conduct the marriage in its own bukti. So we need another which is a good bukti which can favor for the marriage. That bukti should have the important key planet of the Dasa Lord, Sun and Mercury. As I said, Mercury is an important key planet, but being a free planet, its role is limited. And Saturn also, we have to take it. So you take the Saturn, that Jupiter Dasa, then Saturn. Saturn Bukti, if you take. Saturn itself is good. Star Lord itself is Sun. That is the strong, favorable key planet. The Dasa Lord itself is playing role. That too is a destiny planet, seventh Gospel sublord planet. And Star Lord of the Star Lord is Moon. Then sublord is Venus. It is not Mercury like Jupiter. Sublord is Venus. Venus is Lagna Lord, sixth Lord occupying Lagna and fourth Cuspal sublord. It is a mixed significator. Being the Lagna Lord, we need to be very careful because Lagna Lord occupying Lagna can get the good impact of the favorable key planets in its supports. Similarly, it can also get the unfavorable key planets impact also. Being the sixth lord, but six is not further supported by sixth lord and fourth sublord, it is having some weakness. But Lagna lord occupying Lagna, if it is getting good key planet in its support, it's going to be more favorable. Let us check their supports. Venus is having Mercury in the sign of Mercury is a strong favorable key planet. And it is having Sun also in its supports and Saturn also in its supports. Sun is the planet, star level planet forming ruler link, and Saturn is the source planet forming ruler link. So the Venus, Lagna Lord occupying Lagna, though it is sixth Lord, as getting the good support of the Mercury, Sun, and Saturn. All the green planets are present, that too forming ruler link. That Sun itself is the seventh Gospel sublord and good key planet. It is forming ruler link. So sublord is getting the strength from this planet, that too Lagna Lord. So that unfavorable is reduced. And star lord of the sublord is Mars. That star lord of the sublord is Mars. That Mars is seventh lord, 12th lord and occupying 12th house. It is indicating some weakness, but seventh lord, like Lagna lord, I said, that you can see that seventh lord also having got Sun in its supports. That is a strong favorable key planet, and other Moon also. That way, planet, star level, 2A level are all forming ruler link to the other levels, and they are all favorable. And you can see that Jupiter, the Salar's unfavorable mixed key planet, Jupiter is not playing role here, right? And Rahu role is not also not playing role in the rulers. So unfavorable or mixed Jupiter and Rahu role is not there. Because of that, Saturn is comparatively better, right? So what about Mercury? Mercury, Rahu, star lord, sublord, Jupiter is not going to be good. And you can see Ketu, star level, moon, there is no Saturn, Sun, or Mercury in their rulers. And Venus also the same way. Sun in the star of Moon, that is seventh sublord, but you can see role of Rahu is playing at forming ruler link, so that is not very strong. And Moon also, star level, sublevel are not good. And Mars planet is got some weakness, but it's mixed significator. Star, all the rulers are good. Sun, Moon, Saturn, Sun, they're all present. So that way that Mars is better. And Rahu also in the star of Saturn, and 2A level is Sun, and also Sun. Sun is playing role at the all levels. So Rahu also we can choose. So we have chosen the Mars planet, Saturn planet, and Rahu planet. These planets only we have to study, which is strongly better than the other planets to conduct them event, and also well connected to the Dasa Lord. In this case, we can see Saturn and Sun and 2A level. These three are good, and sublord has got some weakness that is being supported by the key planets by way of support. The 2, 3, the rulers link. Mars planet source is not good. Mars is seventh lord, okay, but source can have some weakness. Star level, 2A level, Saturn, all are good. So second level also, Sun only, it is good, right? This Rahu in the source is not having any sun, or you can see Saturn, Mercury here, no Saturn or Mercury or sun in the source. But Rahu also, if you see, Rahu planet is 2626. That is the weakness. And that is not good. And you can see Rahu playing role at the remaining levels in the supports. That way it is got some weakness. So when compared to Saturn and Mars, Rahu has got some weakness in the source and also forming ruler link to the other level. So that is not good. So that now the competition between Saturn and Mars only, which is comparatively better. We can open the EPS table and do the comparative study. But with the help of the key planet, also we can find that star level and 2A level sun both are same only. So that there is no difference between these two planets with these effect level. Source Saturn is good, but source Mars is having weakness because Mars is 7th lord, 12th occupant, and 10th star lord. Mars is having weakness. That also Mars is present at the all level. That is also passing its favorable and weakness in their rulers, right? And also you can see Mars has got Rahu in its supports, right? Rahu in its supports. That we all Rahu present. Rahu is a weak key planet, right? And star level Saturn, sub level, sorry, star level Sun is good. Sub level is Saturn. Here, sub level is Venus, which is better. Sub level Saturn is better, definitely. But Saturn has got some obstacles by the Ketu, but still Saturn at the sub level is good only. Star Lord or sub Lord also good only. The only thing is, which is making that weakness from the source planet. If you study that seventh lord having got some weakness, passing its unfavorable obstacles also through the roller sling along with the Rahu. Here Saturn's sublevel only has got some weakness, but that is not detrimental. It is not having any 8 and 12 grouping, but that planet has got all the key planets, Mercury, Sun, and Saturn. Out of them, Sun and Saturn are forming ruler link. So that way, that Venus at the sublevel is not weak, it is better. And star lord of the sublord is Mars is coming. Mars, we have said already mixed one, only at the last level. So it is going to give favorable and some obstacle to the ruling also. But from the source, if you study, Saturn is comparatively better, right? So that way, you know that Jupiter Dasa, Saturn is strongest one. So Jupiter is not strong. Jupiter Dasa, Saturn Bukti is strong. And in the Saturn Bukti, which is comparatively better to act as the Antara, because this has got some weakness, that Antara should be free from that Venus, which is the some mixed key planet that should not be there, and it should have all the key planets that we have already studied. We have eliminated many planets. Mars is the only planet remaining which has got all the levels ruled by favorable key planets. Only the source has got some weakness, that too not detrimental. So that way, Jupiter Dasa, Saturn Bugdi, and Mars Antra is favorable for the marriage. The native got married during this period, Dasa Bugdi Antra. You see, I'm repeatedly saying that the purpose of studying all the planets for the comparative study and also for your practice. So we cannot select one planet is because of this Venus and Mars are present. We will not be able to say that this Venus is going to be unfavorable. Source, effect, and 2A level all are favorable, but only the sub level has got some weakness. Bad with the ruler's link, supports good key planet in supports. All the key planet, Mercury, Sun, and Saturn are in supports, forming ruler link also. That way, that weak Bugdi Lord Antra, that sublord is also becoming favorable. So such things, it is more important. If you suppose you take the EPS table of the Saturn, that will give more clarity also. If you have any doubt, you do this process, always open that EPS table of that particular planet and check it. So if you see that ninth lord occupying fifth house, all good, and star level is good, and 2 level also good. Only the second planet is weak. Sublord has got some weakness, but is being supported by all the green planets. And so last level planet Mars has got some weakness, only the last level, right? So that way we can see that. Otherwise, if you take the signification of the Saturn, Sun, and Moon, I mean, these self significations are not indicating 2 or 7 or 11, only by CST, CSL significations only, by way of key planets only, we can identify Saturn is the better planet than the other planets. So, to conduct the event. Mars and Rahu almost good only, but Rahu is becoming weaker because if you open that, because it is 6 and 6 sublord, the source planet, and also it is present in the supports of the sub-level planet Rahu, the 12 level, sub-level Rahu is playing role, forming its unfavorable ruler link also. And last level also Moon Rahu playing again. So that unfavorable impact will be significantly present for the Rahu. So because of that, these Rahu planet is not strong enough to conduct the marriage. It does not mean that all the planet whichever you have not selected, they will create problem or it will give any separation during that period. No, that is not the case. They can give some sort of weakness in the marital prospects, but they are not going to give separation, temporary, sorry, it is not going to give any permanent separation because destiny is not indicating that. We are finding the strongest Bukti to conduct the event. So we have to keep it in mind. Conducting the event is different, and the planet which is strong enough to conduct the event is different. And what are the planets we have not chosen for some reason is stronger, then does not mean that they will give separation or not going to be favorable. May not be strong enough to conduct the marriage based on certain parameters, but they can be supportive. For the marital life, despite some weakness. That's what we have to keep in mind. I think you're able to understand. We will meet in the next video. Good luck.